Hi Little Seeds, my name is Jaylin. Today I want to share the new theme of our videos, and that is about collective intelligence. So what do you think about artificial intelligence versus collective intelligence? Let me start by defining what collective intelligence means in my language. So to me, collective intelligence includes a community. It's not about being alone, trying to show how capable you are. I think there are ways to live life like that if you're superhuman, but since human beings, we are not capable of doing a lot of things alone, we are naturally bound to be living with other human beings in a community. And this is not a new idea. I love reading books. So one of the books that I really love is called Politics by Aristotle. So this is a philosophical book that investigates what's the ideal size of a community and why this community is necessary and how is it supporting each human beings to live their most fulfilling life by being in the community. So the idea of a community is necessary to enable each human beings that is in it to experience the most satisfying life by being in it. Another angle that I looked at was anthropology. So anthropology, there's something called the Dunbar number, which is 150. So which means is that as a human being, we have a limit in our capacity to form meaningful connections with other human beings, and that is 150 according to Oxford University professor Robin Dunbar. So this Dunbar number 150 was formed based on the regression models that he used from investigating the mammals, the primates, and identifying the size of groups of these mammals communities, correlating to the size of a neocortex, the new cortex, which governs the high function, like language and sensory processing and the logical processing and so on. So the size of this area in our brain governs how many meaningful connections that we can have in society. And what's interesting about this is that it has many layers. So from 5 people being a core team member, core group members, the closest friends, and the 15, the 3 times it multiplies in that scale. So the 5 people and then 15 people, that is a good core, good friends. And then the 50 people is close friends, and when it goes to 150, and that is the maximum of the meaningful connection, they can recognize their faces and recognize their who they are. So that was the second thing, and the last is through my personal experience. So I've been personally a solopreneur, or the only technical person in the team, and also I was part of many different peoples in a larger, the mid-size or large-size enterprises as a constituent, a person in a team. And from my experience, the most learning was coming from not when I'm alone, but when I was with other people. And it's more of a quality of my experience that I really enjoyed more when I was in a team. So this team, when I look back, according to Dunbar number, it really correlates my experience to that. And we had a core 5-ish people that really had a good brainstorming back and forth and bouncing the ideas and collaborating deeply. And it was much more effective than when it was 2 people, 3 people. So this 5, around 4, 5, 6, it seems to be a magic number to me. And then having 15-ish people, I feel like there's a more support and there's a more fluidity of when we need more information, when we need someone else to be doing something else, when we are focusing on the core part of the problems in a group. And it feels more organic and safe in that way. And we have enough diversity in that way so that when people's preferences and skill sets are diversified in a good way, and it can be leveraging, and there are different energy levels, and when someone's high and someone's low, and we can compensate each other and keep it going continuously. So yeah, that was my personal experience, and I had it up to like 50 people. And these people, yes, I know them, but not necessarily everyone is participating fully in the high intensity. So these people kind of becoming peripheral, but they can become a resource or helping hand sometimes. So based on these three experience from the philosophy, anthropology, and the personal experience, I came to very motivated to explore the idea of a collective intelligence. So from this series of videos that I'm planning to do, I'll be talking about a theme of stories, and these will be about leadership, how to lead a group of a collective intelligence group, and the communication, how to communicate effectively, more fulfilling way between these people, and authenticity, how to lead with your authenticity. So productivity, effectiveness, that will be another theme. So yeah, I'm really excited to talk more about each of these categories, and from my experiences and from books that I read, and I really love reading books and talking about this, psychology and neuroscience and learning and evolving and breaking the limits. So I'd love to share more about it, and if you're interested, and stay tuned, and I'll see you again. Bye.